The most livable place in the USA has also become a popular place to visit. Last year, our region outperforming pretty much all its benchmark regions in terms of hotel occupancy, other hospitality measures. Now, granted, we try not to compare ourselves to Honolulu or New York City as a vacation destination, but when it comes to our peer group, the greater Pittsburgh region is doing well, and it's one reason you see so many hotels sprouting all over the place these days. Joe McGrath is back with us today. He's president and CEO of Visit Pittsburgh, which recently reported out at their annual meeting. And welcome, good to see you again.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, once again this year, as you're on a roll, you had another great year to report in terms of how we really are doing against the competition.
We had a tremendous year. The hotel occupancy, the room rates, the events, the opportunities we had to tell our story were there. Building on the G20 and the 250 a couple of years ago, we now had the chance to talk to a lot of different folks with the Winter Classic being here, the U.S. Women's Open, so many different opportunities, and that's paying off. We are beating the competitive set, ranked number 13 in the country as far as hotel occupancy, number 1 in development opportunities, as you're saying, for hotel development, so it's a good story.
Wow, and when you think about our peer group, I mean, who are we competing with? I guess there's the leisure travelers, but there's also really the convention and the business, which is big for us, right?
It's very big. We had a $50 million increase in that segment alone in the meetings business. The number of days the convention center was utilized was up. The number of total conventions booked into the future is up. In fact, the mayor was at our annual meeting making the announcement that we just booked the VFW. Very first time since 1910
oh my gosh.
That they've been in Pittsburgh. Also the Fraternal Order of Police that was actually founded here in the teens, the 19s, and is back here for the very first time. And one of those conventions is 5,500 people, and another one is 12,000. So we are getting the capacity, we are getting the word out, and groups are taking advantage.
Well, and yet we've had a lot of, well, I guess we have had a lot of hotel rooms built in the last few years. So what, that helps you to go after some of these bigger meetings?
It really does not, because they're not in the size and the concentration that we need for a convention meeting planner. Where they help is in the leisure travel. They help with the Marcellus Shale developers, the people that are coming in from Texas and other oil-producing areas to relocate here.
So we need them for general economic activity and prosperity in the region, but we're still lacking that big convention center hotel.
Correct. Yeah. That's still a fly in the ointment. But again, we're trying to right size. We're trying to take advantage of the kinds of groups that would be receptive to the package that we offer.
Well, and as you say, getting some traction with some of them and some good-sized meetings. I love the fact they're coming back after a century. That's a good performance. Well, going forward, I know there's a lot of uncertainty. Governor Corbett put out his budget, and a lot of different organizations, groups, sectors had to take a haircut. It was particularly profound in the area of hospitality.
Yeah, it really was. Governor Ridge made a tremendous investment. The governor since then has made an investment, but the amount of money used to prime the pump, if you will, because one of the biggest recipients of the benefits of hospitality are the state and local governments, because of the amount of taxes generated through hotels, the liquor tax, the general sales tax, all generated by people outside the Commonwealth coming to support. In fact, every family in the Commonwealth would have to pay $525 a year more in taxes to maintain the current level of service if it wasn't for the hospitality industry. So it is big business to government, and yet the budget has basically been zeroed out this year.
Zeroed out?
Correct. Wow. For the money that's spent through local tourism marketing agencies, and the amount spent by the state to talk about the whole Commonwealth has gone from the most recent year of $10 million down to $3 million.
So what does that do to your capacity then to tell the story and spread the word? On behalf of really a number of counties, because you're the driver and a key player in terms of the Pittsburgh and its countryside promotion that involves the TPAs surrounding Allegheny County as well, the Tourist Promotion Agency.
Correct, and most of the hit is going to be on the leisure side of the equation. That's what the state was making an investment in. We had to narrow our focus last year because of reductions in prior years to the Cleveland market. The good news is by concentrating and partnering with Cleveland, where they're selling their product to Pittsburghers and we're helping, and conversely we're doing that to Cleveland, we had a 51% growth in the number of folks making an investment in Pittsburgh, despite the football rivalry. So we're going to have to cut markets. We're going to have to cut impressions, and that's opportunity lost. Again, particularly building on the publicity we've gotten with these national events from the G20 through the Winter Classic, and it's just a matter of how much are we leaving on the table, if you will.
Well, it's a tough budget year. We'll see how it all unfolds in Harrisburg. In the meantime, hope you can continue to have results with whatever resources you have. Joe McGrath from Visit Pittsburgh, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And we'll be back with more of our region's business in just a moment. Stay with us.